Welcome to Club iNet Radio. More importantly, you bumpots, this is Angry Angus's Advice Emporium. Today we're going to take a few questions from the Club iNet listeners and try and sort out their miserable little lives. First up we have Jeffrey. He wants to know how to improve his working conditions and is fairly unhappy with his current job. Well, Jeffrey, let me tell you about my first working experience, I used to wake up at the crack of night and stumble my way in pitch black darkness to the sheepyards of Aberdeen. That's right, Sonny Jim. I worked for nothing cleaning sheep bollocks. I'd have to sneak up on those woolly besses and grab their giblets as they were sleeping, because if Angus made the mistake of grabbing them while they were awake, well, then old Angus would have a face like a bag of bruised fruit. Next time you're unhappy, look around the apathetic area of yours and tell me if you've got any sheep's bollocks around. I bet you don't. Stop your whining, Nancy, and get back to work. Moving on. Stephen writes to Angus and says that he's having problems relating to his father. Let me tell you a story, Stephen, about a young lad named Angus and how he related to his father. After a hard night at a pub, my dear old dad would come home and throw me down a well with nary a word being said. After climbing out and making my way back, I'd ask how his day went, and he'd boot me up the arse and tell me to shut it. So as you sit there in the dark listening to your emo records, wondering why Daddy doesn't love you, just remember that if it weren't for you, he'd still have hopes and dreams, so shut it. Next we have Abigail, who's been crying for weeks because Mummy and Daddy keep fighting. Oh well, lass, it's a very difficult time, I'm sure. So sit close to your speakers and let Angus comfort you. You see, Pumpkin, Mummy and Daddy use their grown-up time to fight, and they don't want you to listen. When they do go off and have their fighting time, I want you to take your pretty little noggin and look at yourself in the mirror and remember this. They're fighting because of you! If it wasn't for you kicking and screaming your way into this world, perhaps Mummy and Daddy would have had a boy like they really wanted. Why don't you go do yourself a favour, put on a potato sack, and drown yourself in the river? Well, you know, I've got patience for one more question, so let's just get this out of the way. Elizabeth writes in, Dear Angus, I, have a problem with my boyfriend because, he totally flirts and this skank, wait, you know, I cannot read this stripe anymore, okay? You know, Elizabeth, what your real problem is? It's not that your boyfriend goes around trying to sleep with other women. No, it's the fact that you're a daft cunt who cannot speak English. What's wrong with you, woman? Consider yourself lucky. Back home in Scotland, we usually take the slow ones like you and use them as lampposts. My dear sister has been lighting up our porch 9 and 20 years now. Stop worrying about your boyfriend and pick up a book called I'm a Retard Who Cannot Speak the Language. Well, that's all the time I've got for this week. Be sure to check out my website online at www.angryangus.net.org./_shut it!